Hello, hello. Oh, see if the hold on a second now. I'm live, so just FYI. Just FYI. Hold on a second. Oh, let me stop. I didn't want y'all to see that dirty laundry. Well, it's not dirty, it's clean laundry in the back. So, you always got to do a surveillance check in the back. Didn't see that initially. Anywho, hi, my name is Kara. I'm one of the co founders of White Collar. And today we're going to be doing an interactive live. Um, so I'm going to wait for some viewers to come in, and we're going to do a live Q&A. Let me make sure my microphone is working. Let's see. Okay, looks like it is. All right. So we're going to be doing a Q&A session today. So I'm going to wait some people come in so we can do our Q&A session. Um, can I share this live out? So while I'm figuring that out, so White Collar, and I'm one of two co-founders. White Collar is a mobile application, so we're in Google Play Store, Apple App Store, that allows for you to make um, the right types of business connections. Um, but we match specifically, well, the right fit for when it comes to um, professional connections, whether it's business or career, but we match specifically for mentorship. So we're in the business of matching with what we call skills mentors or skillpreneurs, skill and entrepreneurs put together, basically. We match you with people that have multiple talents, skill sets, and the ability to teach you something that you need assistance with to help grow yourself professionally or personally. So we have multiple industries on our platform. Some of that you can be matched to a mentor in, such as dog training, artificial intelligence, marketing. Lots of people should want marketing mentors, especially when you're in business, so you can learn how to market for yourself. Um, we also have mentors in coding, medical billing. I'm trying to think what else. We have about 25 categories of industries for mentorship. So we have a lot to choose from, and but here's what makes us unique. Most of the mentors that we have are able to provide mentorship in multiple things. That's why I call them skillpreneurs or skills mentors. So they're not just able to provide you mentorship in just one thing and that's it. They can provide you mentorship in multiple things. And we don't put a cap on how much mentorship you receive. So you can have mentorship for as long or as much as you need. So let me see if I see, let me see insights. And I'm still finagling Facebook because I only be on here probably every 3 weeks um, because of the fact that I have a lot of other responsibilities and I only want to come on here when it makes sense. So I'm going to do a poll. And we don't get a lot of traction over here. I don't know. I guess because people more so want to share family photos and, um, or things like that, more personal things. It's not, I don't feel like Facebook is really set up for business in a way that is meaningful. So, um, when we are on here, we're just mostly posting. We're not really coming on here and going live because it's just not the best use of our time. But we want it to be. So I'm doing a poll. We want to have a community over here, but it's a little harder because the folks over here tend to be more about just kind of hanging out, you know, catching up on what's going on with their family, and less about, um, learning how they can level up. This is a place where people go to relax, and they should be able to do that, right? Relax and unwind. Um, so we're mostly like on LinkedIn, this new platform we are on called Alignable. You guys know about Alignable. And I'm trying to think what else. Social media we're on and Substack because I'm a writer by trade. So I love to write. So we're not just, we are active on other social media platforms, just not this one. Um, so I posted the poll. Did it publish? I'm assuming it did. Um, so yeah, this is a live Q&A. I will be on here for a good time, not a long time. I want to give people the opportunity to get to know me, our mission, our story, if there's something they're interested in, and also learn a little bit more about our app. We're a Black owned app, 100% Black owned. If that means something to you, sad if it doesn't, but um, we have a platform for everybody. So our platform is for everybody, black, white, no matter what color you are, brown, you can use our platform. And Christmas season is upon us, and what I will say is, um, if you're going to give yourself any sort of gift, give yourself like the gift of mentorship. Mentorship has been extremely valuable in my life, and also the co-founders' lives, and getting us on this trajectory to entrepreneurship. And I would suggest anybody, at least once in their life, get to experience mentorship. Um, Now, some people have been fortunate enough to have mentors naturally and haven't had to seek them out, but not everybody has a circle where mentors they have mentors that are accessible to them. Some people have to go out and seek that kind of assistance and help and pay for it. Most people now want to be paid for mentorship. So, mentorship coaching is a paid service. It's no longer a free for all, where people just do it out of the kindness of their heart. Because people are busy, and business owners who are successful or entrepreneurs that have a certain level of success, they want to be paid for their time. They are not able to really just do pro bono services. They're out here hustling, trying to pay their mortgage and rent and all that too. So they need to be compensated for their time. Um, I know a lot of people shy away from paying for mentorship. They want to get it for free. Um, and I recently wrote about this in a blog called The Price of Priorities. Um, People pay for what they want to pay for. If your priorities fall in line with material things and status symbols that you wear rather than things that you work on internally, that's where your priorities lie. And so anything that you feel doesn't give you that immediate gratification, you don't want to pay for it. You want something that can give you immediate gratification. But for people that want long-term results and understand that that's what mentorship is going to deliver is those long-term results rather than immediate gratification, they will pay for mentorship. Some people pay thousands of dollars to have access to people that they see value in. We're Our price point is very low simply because we want to be more accessible to folks that cannot afford to pay thousands of dollars to meet with someone that need ongoing mentorship, not just a one and done. And so that is why our price point, trust me, our price point is low. Most people are paying what we charge for group, and even those services tend to be higher than what we charge for one on one mentorship. So, um, yeah, people may say, "Oh, that, I have that's another bill I have to pay per month." Okay. Most people eat out for the price that we have for our subscription. They eat out for one meal that they're going to go to the bathroom and poop out. They pay that same price to eat as they would for mentorship per month, to have multiple meetings with a mentor. Or people pay, you see my nails are done. And I don't do my hair, but I get my nails, my toes, and my hands done. And it doesn't matter what I do to try to keep below a certain price point. I'm always close to $100 a month. And I don't even go every month. I try not to. But some people pay that per month just to get their nails done. Okay. For that to last 4 weeks and then have to do it all over again, or even 3 weeks and have to do it all over again. So, really, probably more than that, that they're paying to keep their nails looking a certain way or their hair looking a certain way. So, we have to really look at where our priorities lie. Now, if your priorities are with that and that's what you care about, and you're fine with where your life is at, what you're doing, and you're at the top of your, the zenith of your career, zenith of your business, and you don't see the benefit of mentorship, then that's fine. But a lot of people, most people, are doing all the things, right, and paying for all the things, and they're unhappy with where they're at, and that's why they're doing these things and paying for these things that they really can't afford, because they need that immediate gratification because they're so unhappy with where their life is at. They need to get their nails done and their hair done, and that name brand. I'm speaking from the perspective of a female. Um, get those, designer shoes or designer handbag because they need that immediate gratification because they're not happy with themselves or not happy with where their life is at. But if you want to see, like I said, long-term results where you're in a place where you don't even feel like you need those things, or you're in a place where you can really enjoy those things because money is not an object to you anymore. You're making enough where it doesn't even hurt to spend um, a K on a bag or whatever because you're doing very, very well for yourself because you invested in mentorship for yourself. You invested in professional development. And that's different. But a lot of people out here are just filling their house with things to avoid feeling the things that they're feeling. Um, and I say all this from a mental health perspective. So my background is in mental health. So I truly know what I'm talking about. And I get it. Um, Retail addiction is real. But I say all that to say um, I hate when I hear, or I dislike when I hear people say, wow, it's that much per month, to do this mentorship, but they will go on TikTok shop and spend that in one sitting. That doesn't make a sense. Now, if you don't have it, you don't have it, and your budget is tight, and you just can't afford to pay for anything outside of bills. That's different. But when you find the money to do a concert or this or that, and you always find the money for recreation, but you never find the money for education, then I'm like, I don't see how you rationalize that to us. And I mean, when I say that, I don't see how you rationalize that to yourself. And then what I get is a lot of people saying to us, oh, that's kind of high, it's kind of expensive, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? So our target market is working middle class folks, people with that disposable income to be able to afford meeting with mentors. Mind you, these mentors normally get way more money or charge way more money than what we're charging for mentorship. But they're willing, they see the vision, they understand the goal, and they're willing to partner with us to um, of to charge a lot less or to work for a lot less than they normally would get paid for their coaching and mentorship. So I'm not going to lowball them even more than what they're being lowballed simply because certain people don't see the value of getting access to someone who is knowledgeable, is experienced, is successful, and is available and making themselves available to help someone else get to where they are. I'm not going to do that. We're not going to do that. So maybe at this point in your time, you got to do some, for those that feel like, oh, I don't want to pay or that's too much. Maybe at this time, this is not the right option for you at this time. And maybe perhaps we will be in the future. But we're not going to lower the cost because people don't see the value. Because we know people will eventually see the value. Um, Perhaps they'll see once they see their friends and family using our platform and they see them elevating and getting to a certain level, they'll say to themselves, okay, yeah, I will pay that now. And that's how it usually works. Social proof, as they call it. That's how it usually works. So we're steadfast on what we're doing. We are having office hours tomorrow from 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be on having the meeting on Zoom. So if you're available, come meet with us, come learn more about Wite Collar. We will also be doing an app demo. Um, but you do have to DM us. You could DM us, or you can sign up on the website whitecollar.com to get the Zoom link for the demo on the office hours tomorrow. Um, we may have another mentor matchmaking event. I haven't been seeing a lot of traction with the career one, which is really weird to me. That's really weird because with everything going on, and I think they said 1 million people have become unemployed this year. 1 million. I don't quite understand why people are so focused on doing the old tried and true. Let me just apply for a bunch of jobs. Let me just apply for a bunch of jobs, even without any success, rather than saying, I'm obviously doing something wrong. Let me figure out what I need to be doing differently and getting with someone. And we offer a subscription based service. So we don't say, okay, you got to front load us thousands of dollars and risk not being able to pay your bills, the other bills that you have, right? You can budget for how much mentorship you need. So say you say to yourself, okay, I'm going to sacrifice my recreation for 6 months. No going out, no concerts, whatever, for 6 months to get this educational experience, this mentorship experience with this person. And then so I'm going to save 6 months worth, or I'm going to create a plan for 6 months for me to get mentorship with this person so I can hopefully get to where I want to be. You can do that. You're not signing up for an annual plan where you're doing a 12-month commitment. You could do however long commitment you want that within reason for yourself. Um, so do know that you can do that. Um, so just think about that. Think about like okay, I'm going to commit to this experience for this amount of time, and hopefully I'll get what I need. And if I, and if I don't, then I maybe need an additional month or two to add to that, to get to my goal. Um, so that's the beauty of a subscription-based service, or as people would look at it, as a payment plan. It allows for you to have the comfort of paying as you go, and stopping payment or stopping services whenever you want. You're not under any contractual agreement with us to fulfill a certain amount of time. Um, so that's that. So we'll do the app demo tomorrow. We'll also answer any questions. It's a live Q&A session like this. We'll answer any questions you have, and just be available to you. We'll also talk about if anyone's interested in our cash affiliate program. If anyone wants to just maybe not want to be on the app and get mentorship, but they want to help with the build and become an affiliate and earn money that way. So those are things coming down the pipe. You do have to go on the website, because I'm not sure if our texting service is working anymore. Because we may have run out of messages. I don't know, but you have to go on the website, Wite Collar without the h.com, and then you can sign up for the app demo, and then we'll send you the Zoom link. And that's that. It's been 21 minutes of me talking, so I'm going to let you guys go. We'll try again in the future and see if we catch any fish, and if anyone wants to have us participate in another Q&A session, just DM us, let us know. We could do a little quick session online, 15-minute session, get whatever questions you want answered, and go from there. All righty, take care. Bye-bye.